Is it sane? Is it possible? Still I ask myself, are we am I? Our game is not logical, but you contemplate, are we am I? I think it's sane, I think it's logical. What I don't you find? Are we am I? As time goes by, I'll be a slip away. Should I do you mind? Are we am I? I'm fighting for love, raise me up and see my willingness. I'm fighting for love, raise me up and see my willingness. This is a way that has to play. Tell me why you lied to me. Fighting for love, raise me up and see my willingness. I'm fighting for love, raise me up and see my willingness. Fighting for love. Raise me up and see my willingness. I'm fighting for love. Raise me up and see my willingness. I'm fighting for love. Raise me up and see my willingness. I'm fighting for love. Raise me up and see my
Yes. 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 Hello, everyone. Steve Dangle here. Tilt it down? I will tilt it down. How's that? Am I pretty yet? I do have natural light. Here, let me try to. Is that better? It was just squeaking through. I never shoot at this time of day. So there's like light coming through. Yeah, you're right. Oh. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. So the podcast should be going up soon. We recorded a podcast at 9 this morning, unless it's already up. Maybe it's already up. Adam and I are both fighting for our lives, for our voices. We're both doing a lot of streams. So is Jesse. But Adam and I are getting over colds. Here's my coffee with honey in it. This is boiled water, minced ginger, and honey. That's it. This is a glass of water with Brett the Hitman Hart. We're a little beverage goblin today, because that's how we're going to get through it. Yesterday I did a stream. And chat, you got to reply, what? Yesterday I did a stream. And then I made a video. And then I made another video. Then I made another video. Then I made another video. 4 videos. And a stream. And then I went to an event. Talked about YouTube. Talked about digital media. Looked at cars. Then I went downtown. Did another podcast. Then I came home. We do a stream. Then we'll do a video. Ah! And that's the bottom line. Because laryngitis said so. Kitty Cat Gamer. Welcome to STP VIP. Kaiden, I'm so excited. Thanks for all the work you do. Drew, I think that one's for you. Sedine Magic, you know I have to do it. Oh, jeez. Here. Jeez. Okay. Piping. Here we Okay, I think I'm ready now. Let's go! Okay. We're good. Click like. Oh, Andy Petrillo talking about Pisons. Bat flip, Steve. Excellent hate bracket. Yes, that's a VIP episode that we just did. Although I'm surprised by a couple omissions. Hey, I didn't come up with the bracket. No SF Tech Bro Arun. Oh, the rapper. Oh God, he's got that AI. It's so fly or no longer culturally relevant. Orlando Bloom. It's 2026, so I don't have feelings toward Orlando Bloom, nor do most people. So I don't know if you can make it. Brett, Steve, my man, what's your score prediction? See, I don't want to be disrespectful of Switzerland because every country who I thought was going to get caved at this tournament has actually done fairly well. But my gut says 6-1 Canada. France scoring 3 against the Czechs is psychotic. I don't care that the Czechs won. Like, there's a few games that teams have won where it does not feel like they won at all. Sweden versus Italy. Italy won that game. We got some lines on the screen. This is Switzerland. Fiala, Kiescher, Meyer. Really good first line. Sven Andrighetto, Dennis Malgin, Nino Niederreiter as your second line. Philip Kurashev, Swiss. Pius Suter and Calvin Turkov is your third line. Damian Riat, Ken Yager, I'm looking at a small screen, and Christoph Berchi is your fourth line for Team Switzerland. Canada, Brad Marchand's out. I think he's day-to-day with old. Josh Morrissey is out. He's probably day-to-day with an injury. Seth Jarvis draws in. Travis Sanheim draws in. And Logan Thompson will start for Canada. I called this today on the podcast. The game against France, like, people are looking at this game against Switzerland as more of a measuring stick game than France. Because of the way the tournament is designed, you need to ice your best lineup and kill France when you play them, because that's the ramp-up game. That's your last game before moving on to elimination games. You're hopefully, if you win today, going to get a bye, which means you're going to have an unusual amount of time off. You don't have time to to ice your best lineup in this game, take a day off, play France, not with your best lineup, right? Then have another day or two off, and then, oh, okay, now we're going to play for our lives. I think if you're going to do what Canada is doing, resting Marchand, I don't know if you can call it resting Morrissey. If you're going to do that, this is the game. Considering your day to day with an illness, that was pretty good. I'm good. I'm not day to day with nothing. Is that day to day or dead? Or are double IHF rules on that different? They probably are. Steve Dangle here. SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Opening face-off here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Canada, Switzerland, Milano Cortina. We start with the Crosby line for Canada. Explain why Akira Schmid's name is Akira. It's a long story. Puck is dropped. Nico Hischier wins the opening draw. Canada on its back foot early. They're screwed. Taves around. Marner takes a bump. It's red and white versus red and white. Well, actually, it's red and black versus red and white. Canada in the red jerseys with the black logo. Switzerland, white jerseys with the red and white logo. Can you call it a logo? Canada has a logo. Switzerland's, it's kind of just their flag. Marner throws it wide. Crosby trying to keep the cycle alive. Good luck winning the puck off him. Hagel's out there. Quick line change for Canada. Nice little cross check. On! That was high and stopped by Schmid. Canada thinks that went in? That's interesting. We'll wait and listen for the buzzer. Almost a turnover behind the net. Hagel cycles to the point. Pareko. No horn. Canada tries to center it. Blocked by Switzerland. McKinnon knocks his man down. McKinnon, can't find Suzuki. And now here come the Swiss with 3-on-1. Mulligan over. What a move. What a stop from Logan Thompson. Are you joking? He lost his stick. It was a yard sale. How did that stay out? Did Nino Ryder lose the handle? So let's see the shot. Oh, inside of the crossbar. That does not go in. Here's Mulligan. Mulligan's I still say he's a good player. And man, Logan Thompson coming up with a big save there. Canada and Switzerland exchanging chances early. That was a terrible shot. He fluffed it a little, but I think he fluffed it because of the pressure that Thompson put on him. Thompson was between a rock and a hard place. It's a partial 3-on-1. I think he handled it pretty well. Wilson with it in his own end. Here comes McDavid. He fires it on net for the ozone draw. That's a nice little outcome. Brett. I think my biggest surprise so far is Italy's goaltending, in my opinion. It's pretty good so far, even though they lost some games, especially Clara, that one game before he had to leave. Damian Clara, I believe a 5th round pick, 2nd or 5th round pick, draft pick of the Anaheim Ducks. Face off in the offensive zone. Switzerland comes up with it, cleared to the neutral zone where Devon Taves gives it to Cale Makar. Makar to Horvat. Horvat out there with Bennett. Seth Jarvis with his first shift of these Olympics. Bennett doesn't lay the body, but there's always the threat. Horvat goes in. Good forecheck here from Canada. Good defense from Switzerland. Makar to Taves. Horvat. Oh, I might have been wrong. I think that was Reinhart, not Seth Jarvis. Apologies. The numbers still screwing me up. Marner gets it deep. Yossi dumps it. Canada. Got to watch those too many men. They came close a few times against the Czechs. Berchi. Crosby couldn't keep it in. Parayko plays it back, and Shea Theodore is going to have to collect. A little bit of a different look in Canada's back end without Josh Morrissey. Bagel gets it deep. Brandon Hagel. I hate him when he's playing against my team. When he's on my team, he's Bagel. Team Canada is full of players I am trained to hate, but they're on my team now, and it's fun. That one goes just wide of the Canadian net. In front! That one goes wide of the Canadian net on the other side. It's at the point. The Swiss putting pressure on. Logan Thompson doesn't know where that is. It's in the neutral zone. Good news, Logan. McKinnon. Oh, bull in a China shop in front. Oh, they can't get the shot off. Here come the Swiss. Siegenthaler. It's behind the Canadian net with Devon Taves. 4 minutes gone here in the second period. McDavid. Cross ice to Celebrini. Celebrini curls back to the point. Wilson wound up the one-timer. Doesn't take the shot. He gets it back. It's to the point. On from Taves. That goes wide. Makar. Celebrini. McDavid to the point. Oh, deflected. Wilson deflects that wide. Did you see the way Freddie Anderson pronounced his name? I did not. McDavid walks in front, loses the handle. Connor, shoot that. If you want some hockey advice, I'm your guy, Connor. Canada goes offside. 15:26 to go in the first period. If you could bring back any player from 2010 or 2014, Team Canada, who would you pick? For me, it would be either Iggy or Price. Oh, Drew says Niedermeyer. Carey Price essentially didn't get scored on. It's got to be Carey Price. Like, he said Price. He said, for me, Iggy or Price. Let's make it just player. Iggy's a good contender. Pronger? How are we feeling about Pronger? He was on 2010. Yeah. Niedermeyer. Oh, Taves in his prime was nasty. Puck behind the Swiss net. To their own blue line. Switzerland, you can tell already, Canada stuffs them at the blue line, but they have a much better breakout than the Czechs did, at least so far. There's Seth Jarvis, I believe, for Canada. It's at the point. It's fanned on. Could be a break. Canadian taken down. Is that going to be a penalty? It is. That was Sam Bennett taken down. Now, some of you, that's Kukin takes him down. Some of you might have seen videos where Bennett was on the Florida Panthers, and I called him a diver. And I'm here to tell you, when he wears the Canadian Leaf, he's not a diver. Oh, yeah, no, that's a trip. That's a trip. That is a trip. Kukin to the box. I believe Kukin played for the Blue Jackets. Let's see Canada's power play go to work. A little over 5 minutes into this game, they have a chance to put Canada up on a Friday. Crosby wins it back. Makar, McKinnon, Makar, McKinnon, one-timer. That's calmly kicked away. Reinhart, Makar, McKinnon. Oh, McKinnon cross ice to Crosby. Shoots. Scores. That was Connor McDavid. Sorry, I got confused about what first overall pick had the puck. 19 seconds is all Canada needs. And Connor McDavid, coming off a 3-point performance against the Czechs, gets his first bingo of the tournament. Let's look at this again. Reinhart hands it off to Makar. McKinnon, disgusting cross-ice pass to McDavid. Yep. And he beats Schmid clean. And McDavid points at Crosby, who I don't think did anything. Other than he made me believe it was him. I thought it was Crosby. I saw 7 in a left-handed shot. I don't watch on a large screen. I gotta. Oh, here comes Switzerland. I gotta have. I do have commentary on. Chris Cuthbert's having trouble keeping up too. Sometimes I'm able to use him to cheat a little. Hate Sam Bennett in any jersey, says Death Eater. I don't know. You look pretty good there. Canada up the ice. It's a breakaway. Sidney Crosby. Oh, what a stop from Akira Schmid. Scorpion save on Sid. Oh my gosh. That's the save of the tournament. I don't know if anyone's going to stop that. I don't know if anyone's going to top that. Sidney Crosby on a breakaway has Schmid dead to rights. Oh my God. Celebrini in for McDavid. McDavid gets a piece of his, man, but out comes Switzerland. Turned away from Taves. That was a save and a half. Switzerland throws it in. Makar up to Wilson. To Celebrini. And they go offside. McDavid, a little too fast there, bud. 12:49 to go in the first period. Canada, 1-0 lead. It's Connor McDavid with his first Olympic goal. And he was praising Nathan McKinnon for that nasty cross zone pass. Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Natalie Drake, happy Olympics. What's your best childhood Olympic memory? Doesn't have to be hockey or even winter, but it probably is. 2002, I was a kid. For the 2002 Olympics, I was 13. And I remember after Canada won in Salt Lake, I rode home from my buddy's house where I watched the game on my bike with a Canada flag flying off the back of it. So I love that. I mean, have I ever mentioned that I was at the 2010 Olympics? I wasn't a kid for that. I was an adult. So Drew is saying you agree these red jerseys are so much better than the white ones. I'm not so into the black jerseys. The red ones are pretty gosh darn good, man. The white ones are also pretty good. I like them both. If I were to get one, I'd probably prefer red. That's part aesthetic, part I don't trust myself with a white jersey. Know your weaknesses. We're back. Switzerland gain center, dumps it into the opposite corner. Pareko working there. The Swiss play with speed. They're a fast team. To the point. On stop by Canada. Have a little bit of trouble with the exit. McKinnon, cross ice. Okay, that's icing. Very interested to see what John Cooper does with his lines as this tournament continues. The Crosby line to me is flawless. I like the McDavid line. The fourth line is obviously sort of utility. I wonder about the McKinnon line a little. They've had a little difficulty connecting on their passes. Ref didn't like that face-off, so they're going to do it again. Roman Yossi wearing number 90. Bat flips and birdie putts. I love the Four Nations jerseys. They're the best. What Olympic jersey am I going to buy? Red. Oh, what player? Here comes Switzerland. Hard around. They go over the wraparound. A couple stops there from Logan Thompson. It's got to be Crosby's, right? Switzerland tries to center. Didn't work. Should I get McKinnon just for you, Drew? Or maybe Kale Maker? You're gonna get Devon Taves? That's so difficult. I love it. Having a bit of difficulty with my feed. There we go. Drew Doughty with it to Harley. Up the ice. McKinnon. McKinnon out there a little late. Whoa! Bennett lays into his man who did not have the puck. Puck was in his vicinity, though. Doughty collides with his man. That's Andrighetto. Bennett. Doughty. 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 Up the ice. And that goes all the way to Schmid, who's forced to play it. Horvat applying pressure. Canada holds the line. That's Reinhart. Horvat. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell your friends. Makar just holds the zone. It rides the dasher a little bit. Also the dancer and prancer and vixen. I thought it was funny. Fora. Up the ice from the Swiss. Behind the Canadian net. Battle with Devon Taves and Cale Makar. Marner with it. Marner through the middle to Crosby on the left wall. Crosby in front. Can't get the pass through. Nice block there from the Swiss. Swiss gain center and dump it and get to it first. To the point. Swiss moving it very well here on this play. Cycle. Weird bounce in front. Suter. Oh, dear. He hit his own teammate, I think, in the head. In the shoulder or head, and the puck goes out of play. JD Atkinson, welcome to awkward hockey start times. Enjoy my life for a few weeks, Steve. I will enjoy puck drop, not at midnight. Go Canada. Sincerely, the Commonwealth. Hey, I am digging these morning and afternoon times. I can't lie to you. Roman Yossi. We're going to see a lot of them today. Mike Johnson just said as much. Face off in the Canadian zone. Puck squirts loose. Swiss put it on. That's blocked and goes wide. Swiss want a call. They're not going to get one. The fans wanted it too. Here comes Bagel. 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 He's in the corner. Swiss all over him. Squirts loose. McKinnon to Parayko. McKinnon fanned on it a bit. McKinnon in front. What a stop from Schmid on Suzuki. It's at the point. Theodore. Suzuki on. That's blocked. Bagel. Cross ice to Parayko. Can't handle the pass. McKinnon down low. Around for Bagel. Suzuki at the point. Theodore. Parayko. McKinnon loses that. And the Swiss will finally get out of their zone. Tom Wilson hard on the forecheck. Wow, he almost stole that. 10.5 minutes gone here in the first period, just like that. Puck is behind Sanheim. Plays it to Harley. McDavid tries to get a break going. Doesn't quite work. Wilson. McDavid. Harley scores! Thomas Harley revs it up and fires it through Akira Schmid. I think that was the 5-hole in Canada. Takes a 2-0 lead, a little under 11 minutes into the first period here against Switzerland. Jeez, McDavid. Wilson, McDavid. Cross ice. Wow. Wow, if that's not a stat. Producer Drew in my ear. Connor McDavid has 5 points already. Canada has played 71 minutes. Less than 71 minutes. Wow. Face off at center ice, and Canada's going to get a call right away. A high stick. I believe it's going against Bo Horvat, and his Pius Suter bleeding. He hopes so. So Pew Suitor's only going to get the 2, it looks like. He wants 4. Wes Richard, thank you for 5 SDPN memberships. Milano Cortina, as we go to commercial break. Want to open some cards? Team Canada. Équipe Canada. Canada. From Tim Hortons. 3 cards. We're looking for an autograph McKinnon. We're looking for an autograph Crosby. And we're looking for a free donut because I think it'd be very funny if we got one before Jesse. We got John Tavares in his Sochi Olympic jersey. Drew said those jerseys suck. I will fight you. Yeah, that's true. You didn't say the player sucks. I wanted to get Poulin on it. Marie-Philippe Poulin. Oh, I thought this was her. That would have been incredible. I got Aaron Ambrose. It's textured. And we got a little Dylan Strome action. Who, wow, he's actually represented Canada quite a bit. World U17 Hockey Challenge, Ivan Holenka, 2 World Juniors, and 1 World Championship. Hot diggity dog. 38 points in 32 games representing Canada for Dylan Strome. So we got 2 or 4 here for Canada. Looks like 2. Canada pretty much dominating so far. It feels like Switzerland's had a decent amount of ozone time, but the shots are 9-3 for Canada, and obviously the score is 2-0. This is a big moment in this game. Switzerland needs to score. They win the face-off back. Yossi with it at the point. They already lose the zone. That took less than 5 seconds. Schmid has to come out and play it. Mike Johnson with a great point. Horvat is in the box. He would usually be killing penalties for Canada. Suzuki is out there. So is Hagel. So is Makar. So is Taves. Makar clears it to the neutral zone, and Yossi plays it. Makar. Stone is out there. He fires it down. Schmid plays it. Gonna have to get established here if you're Switzerland. Nearly an interception there from Mitch Marner. The 2 Vegas forwards out there together. Fiala. Switzerland. Fiala fans on it. Switzerland in front, rather to the point. It's Yossi. Meyer. Cross ice. Bomb from Yossi. It's deflected wide. Canada clears it all the way down, and Switzerland will get some more troops over the boards. Oh, no curl back for Switzerland. Threw Canada off a little bit. I think it threw them off too. They just hold the zone. They have it along the boards. They have it net front, in front. They can't convert. That was a nice play, though. They get close. Into the corner for Switzerland. Half wall. Point. Bomb! Oh, and they score on the rebound. Switzerland hit the crossbar, and on the rebound, Switzerland scores the first goal that Canada has conceded at these Olympics to cut the lead to 1, and it's bedlam in Milano for the Swiss. They get on the board. Pius Suter with the goal for Switzerland. Man, Switzerland's puck movement on their second unit was exemplary. Does this hit anything? Thompson makes a partial save. It hits the crossbar. And Suter, does he bat this out of the air? No, it ends up hitting the ice. You'd like for Thompson to get that flush, but you can't blame the goalie for every bloody goal. So hard around for Canada. It's still a 2-1 lead. Big hit behind the net from McDavid. And the man he hit is down. Hauser? Behind the Canadian net. Sanheim. Around for Wilson. I can't believe. Oh, interception! Switzerland! Here they come! Oh, what a stop by Thompson, and he covers it up. Oh, boy. Yeah, was that it was Glauser, I believe. Number 43 by the Swiss. Rocked by McDavid. Is he trying to argue for head contact or interference? Yeah, Mike Johnson saying as much. He's like, in the NHL, it's a clean check. You could argue interference. Connor McDavid is rocking guys. You kind of wonder, like, this has got to be scary if you're a Western Conference player and he's slowly adding this to his bag. He's not the biggest dude. He's not small, but he's not the biggest dude. But he skates so fast that he can truck you. Schmid with it behind the net. Swiss come up with it. You got to be careful, man. This Swiss team's no joke. They are no joke. They can medal. And you got to look at it like they could beat you today. Icing against the Swiss. You have to look at it that way. You have to respect your opponents or you're going to get burned. Sokol. What if McDavid is really the reincarnation of Jesus Christ and he washes away our sins through hockey? I think he'd be a Leaf. Right? He would help the forsaken. Am I overthinking this? Perhaps. Face off in the Swiss zone. Hischier versus Sid. Hischier with a warning. Sid wins it back to the point. Makar. And that's gloved by Schmid and held on to with 6 minutes to go exactly in the first period. We'll get another face-off. Canada wins the face-off back. The Swiss get out of their zone. Canada doing their best to stifle the breakout. Oh, giveaway from Taves. Oh, and Thompson covers it up. Devon Taves bobbled it, and the Swiss very nearly took advantage. Niederreiter tied up with Mark Stone there. Looks like we'll go to commercial break. The beast bleeds. That's how you have to look at it. If you're Team Switzerland, you got a goal. You need two, and then you go from there. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Riddick, never underestimate your opponent at the Olympics. Yes. 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 I think there's been a lot of that going around. The Czechs allowed 3 goals from the French in less than 5 minutes. Sweden was tied with Italy more than halfway through the game. Slovakia is leading their group. Latvia, I believe, scored first against the United States. You do not underestimate your opponent ever for any reason, especially at a short tournament like this. Joshua, McDavid is a man possessed. Scary. This is, I mean, easily the most physical I've ever seen him play, right? Ever. I can't even think of a notable hit from his career. Like Drew, like you're a Western Conference guy. Anything? The question is, like, do you remember McDavid ever like really laying a hit? And I'm not talking about like he's had some elbows. Oh, Drew says McKinnon's teaching him, and I don't like it. I think it's crazy that Everyone's got their head on a swivel for Tom Wilson, and then it's the guy who's twice as fast, just trucking dudes. Lot of Swiss fans. Mike Johnson talking about how it's a very pro Swiss crowd. It's a neighboring country of Italia. Not to mention it's North Italy. Suter versus McKinnon. Face off in the Canadian zone. Doughty gets that. Canada rims it around and they get it in the neutral zone, get it deep. Nope, that's icing. 5:37 to go in the first period. Oh, I think I might have missed one from Page Corner Cafe. Steve, can I please get a tanti auguri shout out to my Italian Canadian parents who are celebrating their 58th anniversary tonight. Santino and Anna Maria. Come stai? Oh, bellissimo, bellissimo. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Love that. And it's also adorable. Face off in the leave zone. Jordan Binnington. Oh, he's in the stands with Marchand. He's not even the backup, which makes sense. I guess, like if you're resting him, you're resting him. Yossi tries to get a deflection, doesn't work. Harley battling his man. Swiss going to try to draw a call here. McKinnon laying the body in. Canada so physical. Oh, puck skipped over the stick. That could have been dangerous for the Swiss, man. The shots are 10-8, like they're catching up. Ozone time. They're not out of this game. Maybe trying to be a little too cute. Andrighetto. Oh! Doughty. Wilson back to Doughty. That's actually a very good play there. Sneaky good play. Harley. Doughty. Under 5 minutes to go in the first period. Doughty, hard up. Canada deflects it into the zone. McDavid in front. Wilson. I need Wilson to score an Olympic goal. Stop by Schmid. We get a whistle. Is that offside? I believe we're going to get a center ice draw here. 4:33 to go in the first. Hello from Halifax. Oh, what are your thoughts on the Brady and Matthew Tkachuk's comments about Canada and the calls being rigged for them? I didn't see that comment, and I do not care. I don't know if that's true, like that they said that, and I wouldn't care if it was. Face off at center ice, won by the Swiss. Dumped. No offense to you. Full offense to them. Wilson knocked to his bum. I don't think he'll like that very much. I don't think he'll like it at all. Taves. McDavid. Ooh. Meyer got a decent little chunk of McDavid there. Schmid. Swiss have it in their own end. Oh, saved at the line by Reinhardt, who gets hit pretty hard. The Swiss with a little bit of a counterpunch here. Reinhardt leaves it for Makar. Bennett in front. Reinhardt can't get the rebound. Torinira says LFG Canada. I'll let you guess what that stands for. Let's fun, guy. Canada. Canada gets out of their zone. It goes all the way down the ice. Won't be icing. Yossi reclaims it in his own end. 3:25 to go in the first. Stove Dingle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. Clicking like is so easy and lovely. Jaeger fires it wide. That just goes through a crowd. Yossi cycles it. Bodies flying in the Canadian corner. Harley, Reinhardt, Sanheim. Bennett gets it. Into the neutral zone. All of a sudden, the Swiss are kind of stifling Canada's breakout a bit, but they ice the puck there, and Canada will try to take advantage. Silence averted. Hypothetical question, Steve. What happens if McDavid's legacy, if he leads the tournament in scoring, but Canada loses the gold medal game? Nothing. Isn't that his legacy right now? Being the best player but not winning? The question should be, what does it do to his legacy if they win? Right? It would improve it. If he's the best player and they lose, I don't think it actually affects anything. Although people might start asking questions, but if he leads the tournament in scoring, it's obviously not his fault, right? Oh, Stone almost picked that off, but here come the Swiss. They dump it. Shea Theodore collects it. Did Marner? Apparently, Marner behind the play tried to put a Swiss player into the bench. Schmid around. Marner gets that. Stone tried to find Marner there. He would have been point blank. Stone, Marner to the point. Pareko hard around for Crosby. He's got a lane. Oh, off the side of the net. They keep it alive. Shot. It goes wide from Crosby. The Swiss airmail it. Wow, batted out of the air, but it was a high stick. And I'm getting a phone call. And it went straight into my headphones. And I was very confused. Wait. Okay, it went to voicemail. Good. I think it was a junk call. Oh. Suter stopped a goal there. Mark Stone had a goal right on his stick. 1:59 to go in the first. 2-1 Canada lead. 13-8 are the shots. Ozone draw. Where does this puck go? So McKinnon won the draw, but it went straight into the Swiss bench. Unless it was the Swiss player who hit it. All right. They're just going to redo it. Taves. There's McKinnon. Battling for it with his feet. Tries to get it into the slot. I'm not liking what Canada's doing with... No, they're offside right now. They're offside right now. Good forecheck, but they're definitely offside right now. The Swiss get out. I don't like what Canada's doing, forcing passes into the slot when there's too many Swiss defenders there. That puck goes wide of the Canadian net. On! Oh, that's deflected wide. Makar's arguing he got high stick there. Swiss hold the line. In front. Gloved by Thompson. 1:19 to go in the first. Tyler Hellard, the author of Searching for Terry Punchout, which I will be championing on Canada Reads, is watching the stream. This is for you, buddy. Buy it! How many pages is it? It's a short read. 188. Buy it. Or what's wrong with you? Anyway, face off in the Canadian end. Sanheim airmails it. Wilson whacks it deep. Whoa! He tried to get a big piece of his man. The Swiss, I believe that's going to be icing. It is 57.1 seconds to go in the first. You know what's funny? I didn't see the hit coming. But Mike Johnson went, look out. He's such a fan of the game. Do you give up Hagel and Bennett to get the Kachucks ejected via fighting? Says JD Atkinson. I personally would. The U.S. has less depth, where Canada has more quality depth. I mean, Bennett's on the fourth line. Like, and the Kachucks are winging the first line. Yeah, I would do that. Avs fan from Iowa. Love the Olympic streams. Mwah. McKinnon to the point. One-timer. Blockered away from Schmid. Canada battling. Can they get another last-minute goal here in the first period, just like Celebrini did in the game against the Czechs? Do we got any celebronis in the chat? It's what we call celebrini bros. Oh, Switzerland! Turnover! High slot! They walk in from the point. Oh, cheeky with the foot. Half wall. Canada's got to watch themselves here. The Swiss could tie it before intermission. Wouldn't that be a turn of events? They're in the corner. Under 10 to go. McDavid. I don't think you have enough time. McDavid just gets it deep, and that'll have to do. Canada off to a quick 2-0 lead here in Milano Cortina that is cut in half by Pius Suter, scoring the first goal against Canada in these Olympics. It is Canada 2, Switzerland 1. Whoa! Justin Chavacci. Hey, Steve, American Boston fan here. Just wanted to tell you again how much I love you and your team, not the Leafs. Oh, I guess you mean SDPN. Mwah. So glad we get to watch Biest on Biest hockey again. Thanks for all the hard work, and I hope we have another classic USA versus Canada game. Don't we all? Thank you, Justin. It was very kind of you. It was very kind. And I appreciate it. What's that? You want me to open another pack of hockey cards? What? Twist my arm, why don't you? Woo! Tim Hortons. Oh, Drew is saying, let's see if we can guess. This is not an open pack. Let's see if we can guess what year the jersey is of the guy that I open. I think I'm getting a 2010 Olympic jersey in here. You're saying 02. Francois Lebel says donuts. Is that how you say donut? I don't know. Does it have to be first card that I pull? Okay. Wyatt Johnston, who has played at the U17 Hockey Challenge and the U18 World Championship. He never played for the World Junior team? I guess he made the NHL. Number 2. Aaron Ambrose. I feel like we have 19 Aaron Ambrose cards. And Program of Excellence, Sam Montembeau. So we didn't get a men's Olympic jersey. We did get Aaron Ambrose, who competed in Beijing. What an Olympics in Beijing. 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points in 7 games. That is a crazy showing for Aaron Ambrose. No donut, though. Really? So Drew has a special thing planned for this intermission. We're going to play a CFR video. So that's a Canada fan reaction from 12 years ago, the 2014 Winter Olympics. Drew, which video is this? Oh, it's when they won gold. Now, Drew, did I shoot this video at my house or at, I'm in my bedroom? Okay. So I must have waited until I got home. I think I was half in the bag after getting home from Adams, where I recorded a podcast very much still drunk. Before we get to that clip, Meme Empress, this was too good to miss. There might not be a donut, but there is a bagel. Drew, roll the clip.
Yes! Oh, dude, I can't believe it. Canada wins gold! Yeah, but I feel really bad for that Swedish bear in the closing ceremony. What are you talking about? That bear wasn't Swedish. Well, he was crying. No, it was crying because the Olympics are over. Oh, okay, still creepy. Canada wins 3-0 against Sweden for the gold medal in men's hockey, and Canada wins 3-2 in overtime over the United States for the gold medal in women's hockey. We got a double victory video. See, they always complain about women's hockey, how, they can't have women's hockey because not enough countries are good at it. And yeah, Canada's women have won a bunch of times in a row. We know. But the men have won 3 of the last 4 as well. It's not a guy thing, it's not a girl thing. Canada just runs things. Let's start with the most recent one, the men. Canada beats Sweden, and I gotta give full marks to Sweden. Before the tournament, and I regretted it pretty much right away, but I was still wrong, I predicted Sweden wouldn't even make it out of their group. I didn't think they would be as strong because Zetterberg was busted up, they were missing Henrik Sedin, and I thought the Czechs would be better than they were. Then I saw some of the decisions the Czechs made, and I went, oh no, I've made a huge mistake. Similar to Canada, they didn't play a very flashy brand of hockey, but they just played solid, well-coached, calm, no panic hockey all the way to the gold medal game. If they have Nicholas Backstrom in the lineup for the gold medal game, I still say Canada wins, but I would have loved Sweden to have him. We'll get to that later. First goal of the game, as Chris Cuthbert called it in 2010, a taser from Jonathan Toews! Do yourself a favor. Watch Jonathan Toews' 1-0 goal from this game, and then go watch Jonathan Toews' 1-0 goal from the 2010 gold medal game against the States. Scores from in close, celebrates behind the net, and it's the game's opening goal. Jonathan Toews, hands down, no questions asked, is one of the best players in hockey. Bold comments. Really going out on a limb there, Steve. World Junior Gold, 2 Stanley Cups, 2 Olympic gold medals, and this guy was in my draft year. I didn't get picked, weirdly. The Leafs picked Yuri Talusti instead. Still better. A lot of people thought Jonathan Toews should have been the captain of this team, and to that I say this. It doesn't matter who was captain. When I was in Vancouver, I got to interview at the same time, ridiculous opportunity, both Serge Savard and Yvan Cournoyer. Butchered the names. But these two gentlemen have, I believe, 20 Stanley Cup rings between them. I asked Serge Savard what he does with his Stanley Cup rings. He goes, oh, well, I give some to my children, give some to my grandchildren. He's giving them away! He has so many! But one of the things they said to me, I believe it was the Roadrunner, those teams, those legendary Dynasty Habs teams, had 20 captains on them. You need to be a team of leaders. And Jonathan Toews is one of those guys that doesn't need a C on his chest to be a leader. This is Team Canada. The best of the best, at least in this country. If you put that sweater on, you're a leader. Second goal, all the irony, all the delicious. Mwah. They bring Chris Kunitz to the Olympics for his great chemistry with Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby goes into the gold medal game with nary a goal. And he finally gets one, and a beautiful one, unassisted. You can't make this stuff up, but damn was it pretty. And don't let the numbers fool you. When he wasn't producing, Crosby was getting all sorts of chances, and when he wasn't getting the chances, he was still attracting the attention of the team's top defenders. And here's why that's just a no-win situation. Canada has 4 first lines. Canada took the best center on planet Earth and made him play wing. They took the best offensive center in Crosby and put him with arguably the best defensive center in Patrice Bergeron. Any line that has Jamie Benn as the other guy is amazing. Any roster that's missing Steven Stamkos, John Tavares, and just scratches PK Subban willy-nilly and still looks that good is unreal. And then of course that Chris Kunitz guy that I mentioned earlier, he scores the dagger. 3 goals on the Trey Kroner. Canada gets the gold around the necks, Sweden gets silver. Let's talk about Sweden. First of all, I thought it was BS that Backstrom wasn't allowed to play in that game. He should have known the rules. The team doctors or someone dropped the ball along the way, but it's very obvious that he didn't dope. When you say doping, it makes it sound like you were injecting steroids in your neck. This guy had a headache. I seem to remember a similar story. I think it was Curtis Joseph, and I think it was Salt Lake in 2002, where he had the flu like a few weeks before the Olympics. He's playing for the Leafs and just dying because he can't take any flu medication because he'll test positive for something. So someone, whether it's a doctor, Backstrom, they've got to know better than that, but come on. Now, an argument like, come on, doesn't exactly hold up well when you're trying to convince someone to overturn something. It's just a shame. It's just a damn shame. But Sweden, it was hard to trash talk Sweden. My buddy Nate DH texted me and he's like, it's hard building animosity between 2 of the world's nicest countries. We usually rank slightly higher than you on the quality of life index. Yeah, we'll some sort of IKEA joke. Yeah, well, we're known for having beautiful blonde women. We're known for having all kinds of beautiful women. Our men are just as beautiful. Look at Lundqvist. Bitch, you ain't seen Patrick Sharp? Why would you call me that? Oh, geez. Hey, I'm sorry. Here, have a beaver. Tacksamycket. That's thank you in Swedish, kinda. Now the women. Weirdly, like the 2010 men's final with a different outcome. The States look great all game, probably the better team, and they're up 2-0 with, I believe it was 3.5 minutes to go. Canada scores, cuts the lead to 2-1. And that gets the butterflies going. Get all jacked up, the oh damn, this finna be a comeback feeling. And with less than a minute remaining, Marie-Philippe Poulin, you mwah! Playing the role of Zach Parise with a late tying marker cracker to make it 2-2 in a Canada-USA game sends this game to overtime. Now the difference was the outcome. Canada 2 woman advantage, and Marie-Philippe Poulin, once again, Canada wins. 4 straight goals. Full credit to amazing goalie Shannon Szabado. I thought she was the #1 star of the gold medal game in Vancouver. Poulin, though, also scoring 2 in that one. Full marks to Haley Wickenheiser. She's still going strong, and Poulin, always amazing. About the officiating, go look at the celebration after the game. Obviously, the Canadian bench freaks out. They all pile onto the ice, celebrating, hugging each other, throwing their gloves, blah. Look at Kevin Dineen, the coach. He just walks over to the American coach, shaking his head, didn't even crack a smile, and I don't know, I couldn't read his lips, he was turned, but he looked like he basically apologized. Because going both ways, although against the States in the end, the officiating was a catastrophe. Wickenheiser gets tripped up on her way on a breakaway, Canada's going, oh! Penalty shot! And they have every right to be upset because they weren't awarded a penalty shot. And the ref goes, you, 2 minutes for cross-checking. And on the other side, the United States have every right to be mad at that because what the hell are you talking about that wasn't cross-checking? I know video review, a lot of people are resistant about that. They don't want the game to slow down. But I think a ref should be able to look at a certain play and go, I have no idea. I don't know. I goofed. I need to watch that again. But how many of those do they get a game? They can't do it for every single play. Do they get 1 a game? But that's unfair because what if it happens another day? It's just that you just got to kind of deal with what you got. Either way, very well deserved win. Now, one last thing. I was going to make it the question of the game, but I'm not. I'm going to make it the answer. I'll tell you. I was going to ask you, see that jersey back there? That's my jersey. And unlike the majority of the jerseys I own, it has no name on the back. I usually go with Dangle, number 10. It's got the gold leafs on the inside. It's even got oh, where is it? It's got the cool ass fight strap, and listen to that Velcro. But no name. And I was thinking, who do I get? Do I get Crosby? Nah, a lot of people have Crosby. Taves? Nah, a lot of people probably have Taves. Duchesne? Subban? No, I can't get Subban. He's a habit. So I finally made up my mind. I want to put someone on the back of this jersey who is a great hockey player, a great Canadian, and someone who played a huge role in the last 2 gold medal victories. So I decided, I'm putting Marie-Philippe Poulin. Oh, you're putting a girl on it? Shut up. That girl kicks ass, dude. I'm going to be dropping that off tomorrow at Pro Image in Pickering Town Center. My boy there is going to get it lettered and numbered for me, and it's going to look all pretty and nice. Excellent store. If you're in the Durham area, you got to check it out. That's it for this one. Savor it. I hope you watched it, and I hope you enjoyed it, because this room right around me, I've probably got less than half a dozen videos left in this room. In fact, I probably only got like 2 or 3 or something like that because I move in a week. That's a lie, I move in less than a week. And this place is giving me a lot of memories and I'm kind of tearing up and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna hold it together. So please, thank you very much for watching this video. But watch the next few, and watch the ones after that too, because I'm not going to stop just because I'm moving. New studio. I'm not even going to have a bed in the new studio. I'm going to be all adult. So click like if you like this, click subscribe if you really liked it. In Canada, congratulations. Now go have a couple beer. I'm just kidding. I know you've been drinking since 6:30.
Just to show you how much of a pack rat I am. Still have the jersey, obviously. Not that you would throw out a Marie-Philippe Poulin jersey. But that newspaper you saw in the background. There it is. I got that. That's the front page of the Globe and Mail from a newsstand in Vancouver the morning after they won the cup. And if you read my book, the dude from the PJ's story where we tried to find a bar called PJ's. Right there. That's PJ's. That's PJ's. And if you don't know that story, well, you got to read the book. Don't you? What? Drew goes, do you think you could fight that Steve that was in that video? I pretty confidently would beat the brakes off that guy. I know I'm old. That guy would have better stamina, probably. I am way stronger. And I have my back problems way more under control than he did. Believe it or not, I'm probably in better shape now than I was when I was 25. Whoa. They're showing curling, and the Canadian team told the Swedish team to F off, and it was on mic in curling. So I was so distracted. They're showing highlights. That's crazy. Drew, did you see that? There was like a curling fight. They not like physical, but like the Canadian team told the Swedish team to F off. I don't know. I was concentrating on what I was saying, and I had the broadcast in my ear, and I'm like, sorry, what's going on? What? That's crazy. Bat flips and birdie putts. Steve, back when he was so young and full of hope. Thanks a lot, Leafs. You know what's funny? They had played 7 playoff games when I made that video. Hadn't discovered hair gel yet. So I was saying to Drew, like, I have bad friends, I think. Who just tell me to fix my head. There you go. It's true. Yeah, Adams wasn't much better. So maybe just we felt like we weren't in a position to be honest with each other. Dakota, Steve, can I get a congrats? I got into my PhD. Dakota. Very good. Congratulations to Dakota. Steve, did you watch the other games today? Unfortunately not, because the 6:00 ones, I was asleep because I was up till like 1 for an event. Then I was up at 7, got downtown for 9 to record the show, and then I recorded the show, and then I came home from the show, and now I'm here. Sometimes in covering hockey, you don't get to watch as much hockey as you want. Got Fridge says, are you in? It's a good question. Personally, yes. Steve, did you watch rhythmic gymnastics? No, but I get to do that tomorrow when I bring my daughter to gymnastics for the first time. Our schedule has just worked where I'm usually at hockey with Leo, and my wife takes our daughter to gymnastics, but Leo doesn't have hockey. So I'm going to go watch my daughter not listen to me for an hour. And I think that'll be better. We were talking about it on the show today. Like, if my daughter plays hockey, we don't know yet. Not going to force her to play hockey, but if she does, she's going to be Emma Malte. Just a little ball of hate. She's tiny, and I think she's always going to be tiny. And she's mean, and I think she's always going to be mean. Meme Empress says, well, it's 2-0 for USA Women's, just scored. Who are they playing? The U.S. women are playing? I thought they got their bye. I guess. Oh, round robin's not over yet. Italy. Oh. How many minutes in are they? 2? No, I know it's disrespect, but like, that's a crazy team. Second period has begun. Marner. Sorry, we were having such a great conversation. There's a game on. Makar. On, deflected. That goes wide. That was Marner with the deflection, and Stone almost got the rebound. Marner, Crosby, in front. Stone tried to kick it in. Didn't work. Makar keeps it alive. Stone can't poke it to Marner. Marner creates a turnover. Swiss take it right back. That's Fiala, and here comes Switzerland attacking 2-on-3. Ooh, nice little play. He sure got Makar on him. He sure. Makar has to stop hard. Nice defensive play there from Crosby. Stone gets it to Sid, who will dump it for the change. JD Atkinson, I get to brag about Team Great Britain for once. We got a gold. There you go, JD. 3 minutes into the second, shots are 24-2 in USA, Italy. 2-0's pretty good then. Switzerland in their own corner. McDavid bats it down with his hand, can't get it to Wilson. The Swiss, they move the puck very, very well. They might be, yep, that's a trip. I think it's on Shea Theodore. And the Swiss will head back to the power play with a chance to tie the game. Wouldn't that be something? Their goal in the first period came on the power play. Their second unit, really good puck movement. And it's Nino Niederreiter taken down by Shea Theodore. Oh, Fiala cup checked Marner. He cowbelled him. Boink. Yeah, that's no fun. He did that on purpose, too. Oh. That's no fun. Well, Switzerland to the power play. And Canada clears it. All the way down. Akira Schmid collects it behind the net. Kukin. 1 for 1. Pretty good. Switzerland. Pretty good. Andrighetto. Suter. Andrighetto. Hard around. Riat. Andrighetto. Is this the second unit? It is the second unit. One-timer. Stopped by Thompson. Rebound collected by Switzerland. Fascinating that the second unit is out there. They shoot. That goes high. Andrighetto. Hagel doesn't quite win the race there. He stifles Switzerland for a little bit. Kukin. Ooh. Swiss in the corner. In front! That one goes wide. That was Kurashev. And fired. Not down the ice. Switzerland keeps it alive as they even get reinforcements over the boards. Second period penalties are murder. Hagel gets it to Horvat, who is able to, at very least, get the puck over the blue line so they can get a little change in there. Marner is now on the ice for Canada. Some tired legs on the ice. Switzerland tries to center it. Marner's going to take it for a skate while his line mates change. He fires it on to Schmid, who plays it. He doesn't want the momentum to stop, but I think Canada, mission accomplished there with the change. 10 seconds to go here on the power play. Yossi dumps it. Canada has killed it, but Switzerland still has it in the Canadian zone. Doughty hard around. Oh, Theodore. There was almost a 2-on-1 there. Couldn't quite handle the puck. Doughty. Out of the reach of Stone. Harley has it. Harley, one of the Canadian goal scorers. Stone trying to keep it alive. Nathan McKinnon blows the tire in the ozone. Switzerland. Dagger of a pass to the blue line. Not able to take advantage of it yet. Heischer. Board work. Canada gets it out. McKinnon. He's playing angry. Canada gains the zone. Ew, McDavid! McKinnon is with McDavid right now. McDavid can't center. McKinnon! Oh! Oh my God! Macklin! Celebrini! One-timer! Rips the thing like an old shirt! And Canada has taken the 3-1 lead. That is a line comprised entirely of first overall picks. McDavid can't get the pass through. McKinnon to Celebrini. What a rip. Now, Drew asked the question that I actually had when they entered the zone. Did Canada enter offside? I do think they might have been. So let's see if Switzerland challenges. Obviously, a massive moment in this game. It doesn't look like there will be a challenge. So Canada firmly with a 3-1 lead. After the penalty kill, Canada decides to load up. Like, you're always loaded up. That's crazy. Bennett very nearly takes a high stick. Bennett to Doughty at the point. Doughty fires. That's blocked. And Switzerland, quick counterattack. Good back check from Bennett. Having a much better game. I didn't love his game against the Czechs. Yeah, he did have a scoring chance, but bobbled the puck a lot. Doughty. Doughty. Up the ice. Deflected in. I think that was Reinhart. Jarvis will swap off. 5 minutes gone. Excuse me, here in the third. Nope. Second. It's prelims. Theodore. Parayko. Theodore. Cuts through the middle, dumps it, and he'll go after it himself. Goes after Yossi. Canada must be going for a change behind the play, and they are. Crosby, hard after it. Andrighetto. Parayko. Theodore. Marner in his own end. Hard up to Parayko as the Swiss change. Here we go. Parayko to Marner. Deflected wide by Schmid. Chaos behind the net. Crosby comes out with it. Wow. All the way to the point to Harley. Sanheim drives. It's covered up, but it looks like Canada will go to the power play. Fora with a high stick on Stone. There was a lot of work going on in front of the net. Doesn't look like there will be 4 minutes, but it will be a 2-minute penalty to Switzerland. Is it Fora or Meyer? Who do we got here? Fora. He did get Stone up high. He dropped like a bag of rocks, too. That was such an unbelievable play, McKinnon to Celebrini. Make Celebrini take a shower. That was filthy. The Kid, go Canada, go. Francois Labelle, thank you for 5 STPN memberships. I'm catching up here. Mario's home Olympics and no Mario and Sonic game. Marner bag tag was priceless. Never heard it called that. San Jose will be a juggernaut for a long time. Great to see this kid play. Dude, he's so good. He's so ridiculous. Canada to the power play. Sidney Crosby wins that back. It's McCarr. McKinnon. Down low. They try to center for McCarr. Doesn't work. Reinhart and the Swiss clear it. Oh boy, Logan Thompson out of the net to play it. This is going to work pretty well. Here comes McDavid. Little C. McD. Oh, he's hitting to the end boards. Gets right back up. McKinnon. McKinnon drives, shoots. Stopped by the glove of Schmid. Canada loses the zone. They got to go back and get it. Logan Thompson all the way out of his net for this one. McCarr. 40 seconds gone. Crosby, slick class, pass to McDavid. Blah, my tongue betrayed me. McCarr. Speaking in tongues, this is how good this power play is. McDavid, not called for a trip. Maybe a bit fortunate. McCarr. Crosby. McCarr. McDavid puts it on. Rebound. That's stopped. Can the Swiss clear it? They will skate it out. This is smart, actually. Schmid trying to take advantage of McCarr, who's been out there for the full power play so far. I really like this decision from the Swiss, and it's paying off. It would have kept paying off had they not lost their stick. Now here comes Canada on the counterattack. McDavid's still out there. He's got Stone with him. McDavid falls. Here come the Swiss. It's Hischier. He's got a lane. He shoots. That goes up and over. Stone going to calm things down a little bit here. Stone up the ice. Hands it off to Marner. Out of the reach of Stone. Yossi. The Swiss do have enough time to dump it if they want. Celebrini keeps it alive. Marner, can't get it to Celebrini. Loses the zone. Has the puck, though. And they're offside. The Swiss survive. Canada, their lead stays at 3-1. Brad Marchand's lips. Yeah. What did he say? He said effing right, kid. I knew I could read effing right pretty good. I didn't know what the other one was. Holy. So yesterday I was at a YouTube event. Well, it was the auto show, but YouTube had a booth there. And a guy came up to me and he introduced himself. And I'm a piece of crap because I don't even remember his name. I just went, has anyone ever told you you look like, he goes, Brad Marchand, I know. This guy, dead ringer. The color of his eyes, the color of his hair, the way his hair is shaped, the way his facial hair is, the way everything. It's like people kept telling him he looks like Brad Marchand and he decided to lean into the bit. It's crazy. Crazy. I should have taken a picture with him. I'll see if I can find one. I got to show you the cool stuff I got at that event. That was cool, man. That was cool. Drew asked me if I know what the record is for points by a Canadian at an Olympics. Okay. Is it pre-NHL? No. Since you're asking me, I think the answer is Gio Sakic in 2002. He's tied for second with 7. One guy had 8 points in 2010. Getzlaff? Johnny Taves. Really? Oh, here comes Canada. He did score in the gold medal game. He got the party started, if I remember correct. A taser from Jonathan Taves. Bagel. Suzuki on! Deflected! This is a new look line here. We got Suzuki, it looks like in the middle of Wilson and Hagel. Yeah, maybe McKinnon stays on the top line. Fascinating. I mean, that's dumb. It's funny. I was like, Suzuki at center. And then I'm like, oh, wait, he's a center. The Olympics are dumb, man. Hagel taken down. No call. Oh, what a shot. Oh, Jarvis blocked. That would have been great. Makar, he's stopped by Schmid. Little pick there on Jarvis. Whoa! Wow, Bennett just tried to kill Nico Hischier. Whoa! Someone just threw something on the ice. Someone just threw something on the ice. What was that? Canada with it behind the net. The Canadian bench uproaring. Uproaring? I don't know if that's a word. Jarvis gets the puck. He turns it over, and now here come the Swiss. That's crazy. Here comes Yossi. Tries to center it. Andrighetto! Stopped by Logan Thompson. Oh, Devon Taves drills Timo Meier right in the face, and that might be a call. Wow. We got a lot going on here. Francois Labelle says too much gray in the chat. Fixing time. Hey, if anyone... Oh, you know what? Bennett lined Hischier up, but he did connect with the high stick. They missed that one. They missed that one bad, actually. So did I in real time. What the? Hey, Francois Labelle, thank you for 10 SDPN memberships. Mike Johnson said he got hit with a beer. You get hit in the head? He says he's okay. What is going on in Milano? And no call. Not on the Taves thing, not on the Bennett thing. Canada very fortunate to not be shorthanded right now. Shots 19-14, for Canada, score 3-1 for Canada, exactly halfway through regulation. There's a lot of game left. Bennett, if he connects with that hit, I don't know if we see Hischier ever again. Like, batted down by the Swiss, but here comes Marner. He has Crosby with him. Marner, Crosby. Swiss get out of their end. Does someone in the crowd have a whistle? McDavid. Canada changing. McDavid, he's got a step. Here he goes. Oh, what a stop from Schmid. He tried to set up McKinnon. John Cooper is keeping the loaded up line together. The first overall pick from 2013, 2015, and 2024. All on the same simply redonkulous line. Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. If someone gifts you a membership to this channel, by the way, be sure you say thanks. And also click like. Let's open another pack of cards. Team Canada, Tim Hortons. We're hunting. We're hunting for a signed McKinnon card, a signed Crosby card, and most importantly, a donut. We got a Canadian Olympian, but that's not what this card is showing. Braden Point. Is he an Olympian? He was named to the team, but he's not here. Yeah, Drew's saying no. Utah players would hate this crowd. That's a shout. That's a shout. Not an Olympian. Bedsy, Connor Bedard. He'll be there next time. Oh, gold medalist from the Sochi Winter Olympic Games, Carey Price. It's a nice little pack. What do you call McDavid, McKinnon, Macklin, Celebrini line? It's all the Mac attack. It's got to be the Mac attack, right? What do you Drew says McDavid's not a Mac, he's a Mick. Like Mick David. So what do you call it? Mick Mac Mac? 3 innovation? 3M innovation? Heather the Avs fan. Thank you very much for 10 STPN memberships. You beaut. Francois Lebel says, donut. I wish. And Canuck says, how are we feeling about Suzuki's play? He hasn't been bad. I do think he's trying to find his role. He hasn't been bad. McKinnon. McDavid has it. McDavid hands it off. Harley. Oh, that almost snuck through Schmid, but he holds on to it. 8:51 to go in the second. Robar, I was 12 the last time NHL players were at the Olympics, literally half my life ago. This honestly feels like the first time I'm ever seeing it. In some ways it is. Like, the Mac Father, the Mac Son, and the Mac Holy Spirit. The chat is incredible. Here comes Canada. They lose the zone. Uh-oh, Switzerland. Here they come. They hand it off. They fan on it. And Makar gets it to Suzuki. To Wilson. Hagel. Oh, Hagel cross-checked hard in the back. Hagel. Oh, almost found Wilson for a grade A chance, but Switzerland recoups the puck. Wilson lines up his man. There's a nice little hit. Another Miss Bennett penalty. LOL. NHL refs too. You suppose they know Peros is close by? That's also a shout. Icing against the Swiss. SLS. What's the best / most valued Tim's card you've gotten so far from the Canada packs or any Tim's cards in general? Oh, I got this card, like the gold medallion card, the price one, but it's Crosby celebrating with his gloves off. Like the one featured on the pack where he looks like a dinosaur. Offensive zone draw, Heischer versus Crosby. Scrambled draw, Crosby gets it to the point. Parayko cycles down low for Crosby. Still out there with Stone and Marner. This line remains untouched. What a pass to the point. Parayko into the glove of Schmid. Crosby's older than me. Like, what a alien. What a beast. Still very much anyone's game. 3-1 in the second. Canada up 21-14 in shots. Canada's been the better team, but like that's not domination by any stretch. Better, yes. Dominant. This is still a game. Theodore. Parayko on the one-timer. That goes wide. Celebrini. Come on, Celebroni's in the chat. McKinnon buckled again there at the end boards. Second time he's done that in this game. McDavid feathers it to McKinnon. Celebrini tries to get it to McDavid. Doesn't work. McDavid taken down. Celebrini. And that goes out of play. Oh. So Drew asking a very valid question. How is that not a call? McDavid was dragged down. Number one, it's NHL refs, and they don't call things against McDavid. But here's what's more important, Drew. My wife is upstairs with the two kids because I'm working and she's a saint. And she just texted me, I ordered sushi for dinner. I'm not cooking. Woo! She's a great cook, but who doesn't love friggin' ordering food? Especially at a hockey game like Adam Wild. No, Adam doesn't get sushi at a hockey game. Even though it's Fiala just ate it on the boards. He's up and battling cross. No, Adam, I feel like sushi is one of those foods where Adam would be like, oh, my tummy. Oh, he did? Drew saying Adam got it the last time we went to a Leaf game together. Was that the Avs game? Yeah, I forget which game that was. Here come the Swiss. They gain the Canadian zone. Up against Taves. Taves, great work. They get the shot, but it goes wide. Almost a turnover in front of the net. The Swiss get it. The Swiss stopped by Thompson. That's sharp. Bennett with it behind the Canadian net. Little counter punch here, boys. Bennett turns it over in the neutral zone. No bueno. Kurashev knocked off the puck. Taves to Makar behind the net. Is Mac and Sid on the same line? Is it the kid line? I like what you're doing. We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it. Reinhardt. I haven't seen a ton of him in this game. Back. Bennett dumps it, and it lands right at the feet of Bo Horvat, who's going to chase after it. I believe as Canada changes. Yep, there comes Tom Wilson. Shea Theodore. It's at the side of the Swiss net. Oh, and that puck goes out of play, and that cameraman was stoked to grab a souvenir. Oh, that's not bad. Well, Drew said the lottery line. But the problem is I feel like there's already a lottery line, and like there are so many combinations of guys on Canada that can be the lottery line. Because like if you want to be really picky about it, like couldn't you win the lottery for the second overall pick, the third overall pick? You know what I mean? Drew's saying it doesn't count. This has to be a banger, though. This has to be a hit. We got to drill this. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. After I shoot, Robar, the three Macketeers. That's not terrible. After the CFR, after the post-game video that I'm going to make on my channel after this, I'm going to take a vow of silence like a monk. My voice needs to regenerate there, fellas, ladies and gents. Coming out of TV timeout, Bagel, Suzuki, Wilson. He's sure on the draw. Suzuki wins that clean back to Theodore, who's playing on the right with Harley. Wilson battling behind the net. Bagel in there too. Swiss come up with it. Here comes Heischer. Up the ice. That pass a little off target. Ooh, Swiss just onside. And Yossi loses the zone after getting knocked down. Meyer. Wow, great speed through the Swiss zone. Can he keep up with the puck, though? He cannot. Bagel. Oh, great patience. Oh, that was beautiful across to Wilson. They're a mile offside, though, because of Nick Suzuki. And Yossi hit Wilson late, and Wilson didn't appreciate it. The big Mac line says Minister UK. Love the streams, McMac attack. I don't hate it. Oh, no. Steven, they should clearly be called the Micmac Paddywhack line. Francois, you're really old when your daughter is older than all but 4 of Canada's men's hockey team. Wow. Hey, you've lived a beautiful life, Francois. Face off at center ice. Oh, yeah. No, Drew, the implication was not that his life is over. I'm just saying he's doing good so far. May you live another 100 years, sir. Something happened behind the play. There's a whistle. There's a penalty call coming. What happened? Looks like Niederreiter is going to the box, and I think he's the only one. Drew says elbowing. How is your feet ahead of mine, Drew? It is better this way. He does get Sanheim right in the noggin. I mean, yeah, Mike Johnson sort of put it the exact way I see it. He goes, that's an elbow. It's not that it's not an elbow. It's that I'm surprised it was called. Meme Empress. If they're not the McFather, the McSon, and the McHoly Spirit, then they're the Mac truck line. Besides being sacrilegious, the first one's too long. Mac truck line. M&M. 3M. We'll get there. Canada to the power play. This is a big moment in this game. Makar, McKinnon, McDavid. Makar! On, that goes wide rebound. The Swiss come up with it. Can they get it out? They cannot. McDavid. Down low to Crosby. McDavid. Crosby, who's crept up to the point. Makar. McDavid along the right half wall. McDavid. Crosby creeping to the net front. He gets a puck. Tries to go cross crease to McKinnon. Doesn't work. Makar can't quite hold the line. Steeson says, bop. Take it or leave it. I like that one. McDavid along the left half wall now. Oh, elusive. Fans on it. Gets it to Reinhart anyway. Reinhart to McKinnon along the left half wall. Swaps with McDavid. McDavid. Crosby. Makar. Crosby. Makar one-timer into the glove of Akira Schmid. Exactly 3:33 to go in the second. AZS Suzuki, one of the rare centers who can't play wing. Wait, you think he's been bad? I wouldn't say that. I don't totally know that I'd have him with McKinnon. Canada wins that draw. Second unit, Shea Theodore. Oh, cheeky from Marner and Horvat, but Marner gets it back. Marner bobbles it a bit. Stone is able to get it back to Marner. Marner, Theodore. One-timer from Celebrini is stopped by Schmid. 37 seconds to go in this power play. 3:17 to go in the second. A lot of honey at the bottom of that cup. I did not stir that well enough. Horvat on the draw. Oh, yes. I forgot that upstairs. Associate producer, my wife. Thank you for my Brett the Hitman Hart glass of water. Appreciate it. Macklin Celebrini off the post. Rebound. And that is cleared. Thank you, associate producer, my wife. Theodore. Canada has a few seconds to work here. 10. Marner, good entry. Marner and Celebrini almost created magic. Theodore, Marner. Marner down low. Penalty is over. 2:35 to go in the second. Taves. On through traffic. That's in the corner. Swiss all the way up the ice. No icing. Logan Thompson out of the net to play it. Taves, Makar, and out. That is Suzuki who dumps it. Schmid, whoop, bit of a wonky play there. Swiss get it out. Not with possession, though, which is going to be more and more important as that clock winds down. Flub pass into the neutral zone. The Swiss get to it. How about the Micmacs? McMombo number 3. The Mac Aniacs, because they're all insane. Wilson just gets out of his own end and then hits it back. Swiss, who have been really forced to the wall here, enter the Canadian zone. Harley collects, cannot get it out, and now they do. Jarvis. If they're not satisfied with the job Suzuki is doing, I'd kind of like to see Jarvis on the right wing of McKinnon and Hagel, but I guess they're not doing that. Jarvis. Reinhart. Theodore to Parayko on deflection. And the Swiss, Fiala, is able to get it out. But again, it's not with possession, which is going to slowly suffocate the Swiss. Theodore up the ice to Bennett, who doesn't gain it cleanly. And now here come the Swiss on a 2-on-1. They shoot into the glove of Logan Thompson. That was Philip Kurashev. He had Riat with him, and that is as good a chance as you will get if you're the Swiss. That is a missed opportunity. 44.2 seconds to go in the first period. Andrew Martin, upgraded his membership from SDP VIP to ad-free. Watch Medicine. Do you cringe internally when you root for Reinhart, Bennett, Marchand? Hashtag Canadian, hashtag Panthers. I'm actually pretty good at compartmentalizing. They're on Team Canada. I'm cheering for Canada. Hooray. Hooray. Marchand is flawless. What are you talking about? Always been a Marchand stan. Clip it. Clip it. Clip it. Canada. Celebrini gets it to the neutral zone, but into the hands of the Swiss. The Swiss get it deep. Makar avoids a big hit. Under 30 to go. Oh! Centered, but that goes wide. Is there a fight going on behind the Canadian net? Makar and Turkov. I cannot believe double IHF refs didn't call that. McDavid, he's going 1-on-3. Goes into a battle with Siegenthaler. He's literally 1-on-5 now as the Canadians wind the clock down. That was a little scrappy behind the Canadian net. Canada, with a pretty good second period, they have a 3-1 lead heading into the third. The Swiss could have made it 3-2. Swiss could have tied it. Canada could have increased their lead. Oh, they just showed the scorpion save from Schmid on Crosby. This game's had a little bit of everything, and this game is not done yet. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Steeson Schiller, are we using the wrong initials? The CNC cutters. Connor, Nate, Celebrini. Name of a power tool. No. We need a hit. Future Flyers line. They want to play for a winner. Kyle. Steve. Something Marner something. Also, thanks for streaming. Had to listen to you while at work. Appreciate the live commentary. I appreciate you. You handsome bastard. Martin C. Jr. Hello from San Jose. How about that Celebrini goal? Burrow. By the way, Justin Fisher, thank you for picking up what I'm putting down. It's going to be a hit. I just need $500 more. If you don't watch, I think you should leave. You don't get it. Drew. What do you want to do? We're going to play a clip. When we come back, we're going to play a little game called Go to the Net. Real quick. Francois Lebel at the 2010 Olympics, which I was there. Wanted to see the Crosby, Stahl, and Nash line. Well, instead what you got was Crosby, Nash, and a Ginla, which was absolutely spectacular. Producer Drew. I know he's making a band joke. But the reason you didn't get it is because of Iggy. What's the clip? It's us talking about the Canadian. Nope, it's not. It's us talking about the Olympic hockey rules and how they were made by feathered creatures named silly geese.
The IIHF put this out, and I think it'll be interesting to see how this is done because it's going to be ref by NHL refs. NHL Department of Player Not Safety is going to be there too to penalize people. Here's what the IIHF is saying. Physical play is called a bit differently. In IIHF games, officials focus less on whether a player is injured and more on whether an action is recklessly endangering an opponent. That means officials focus more on the action of a hit versus the result.
I would love the NHL's response to this statement.
Endangering a player versus an injury, especially in a tournament where safety is a top priority.
Because the NHL would say, well, we don't do that. We don't do it. Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you do. And here you are getting called out by another governing body of hockey.
Safety first, no exceptions. If a player loses their helmet, they must immediately leave the ice. No finishing the play. You'll see mandatory neck laceration protectors worn by all players as well during warmups and during games. Penalties don't always change the numbers. Coincidental minor penalties won't lead to 4-on-4 hockey like in the NHL. Instead, teams stay 5-on-5, keeping the game structure consistent. Reviews and challenges. So I actually don't mind that rule because many teams like specifically Tampa and Florida are really good at, I've taken a penalty. Now I'm going to goad you into one. So at very least, we're canceling each other out.
Yes.
Kind of like that. And oftentimes it benefits them because they're highly skilled. Reviews and challenges. It's on the team. So, one key thing to watch late in games, the situation room will not be able to step in under any circumstances. If a play is challengeable, it is up to the teams to make the call, even in overtime. And face-offs and crease, that might look a little bit different. Centers won't get kicked out of face-offs. Yay!
Oh, okay.
Instead, violations are handled the same way as after icing. And if a team commits a second violation on the same draw, it results in a bench minor penalty. Around the net, referees may stop a play if an attacking player establishes position in a goal crease as well.
Interesting.
Yeah. And overtime and shootouts, small details matter. In Olympic play, teams do not change ends in overtime or shootouts. They defend the same end as they had in the third period.
So that's interesting because it makes it less of a line change competition.
Yeah.
No long change on the 3-on-3.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So those are the rules that the AAHF kind of put out there. And obviously, I think we'll get at least one bench minor for a face-off.
100%.
But I do kind of like. I kind of wish we could have a rule that just eliminates the fake dropping of the puck generally. Maybe the officials have to sit in the box for 2 minutes for fake dropping it. If you can't properly drop a puck at this point, what are you doing?
For every fake drop, you must answer one question.
But those are some of the rules that you should get used to as this happens. And, I'm kind of curious about some of the adjustments, specifically as it pertains to calling a penalty. Like going back to that first point, I think that's the biggest one.
I think the biggest one is still low-key the neutral zone.
You mean the short neutral zone?
Yeah, and it's not a rule change or anything. It's just everyone's timing is going to be off. And I almost feel like your lack of chemistry with your teammates is beneficial, right? If there's a guy you're familiar with and, he likes his passes up the ice this way. No, you're going to screw it up.
Right.
Because you're off by 3 feet. That's a lot of feet.
I'm with the complete opposite side of the neutral zone with you in that it won't make a difference.
You don't think so? Huh?
No.
Maybe.
What have you seen on the women's side?
That's where I've seen like the game looks the exact same. You barely notice it because so much of the game is spent in either team's offensive zone, right? So I feel like the transitions, like, yeah, they're going a little quicker, but it's such a little bit of a difference that I don't know if it would be any sort of change to the actual style of hockey.
Okay.
The one thing that they don't mention there that I think is the biggest rule difference is the most egregious mistake they've made, and that's having the elimination games plus the gold medal games play 3-on-3 overtime.
Thank you.
That to me is so upsetting in the way that they've structured this tournament, where you have the elimination games playing 3-on-3 until 20 minutes, and then they go to a shootout, and then the bronze and the gold medal is just doing continuous 3-on-3. 3-on-3 hockey to me is like it's not a different sport, but it's a different style of hockey. It's you're playing something different as opposed to 5-on-5. And if this is the Olympics, this is supposed to be the highest level of sport that we have as humans. Why are we changing the game so drastically for the most important moments?
The point of 3-on-3 overtime in the regular season is to wrap it up.
Commercials and
Right?
the news they have to get to at 11.
Yeah,
Like that's why we don't play baseball games till infinity anymore. And they have the ghost runner sitting at second base because, we got to get to things in society because TV's playing. But this
These are
is the
high leverage
Olympics.
games, right?
It's 2 weeks. You're playing 7 games max, maybe. You can play. No, it's not even that. You're playing 1 game. I'm asking for like the gold medal to just be 5-on-5 forever. We can run that forever. It's 1 game. We can make the sacrifice as a society to extend the time for this 1 game. It matters.
Has it ever even been a problem?
No.
Right? Like,
How long did 2010 last?
not
Not
all
that long.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Maybe? Like, yeah.
Almost,
They're solving a problem that's not there.
that really upset me. That bothers me. 'Cause if we get to the gold medal game, it's Canada USA, and they're out there and it's 3-on-3, and Matthew Tkachuk scores a 3-on-3 goal. I'm gonna be pissed for the next 80 years of my life.
No. Here's what's great about that. If your team wins, it's a fine and noble rule. If your team loses, it's actually rigged bullshit.
Yeah.
I wonder who had the influence on that. Was that IHF or was that NHL? Because that feels NHL to me.
I don't have a good answer.
They might want to say, like, from a PA or an NHL perspective, they might want to say, well, we want to shorten the overtimes because we don't want to kill these guys. because it opens them up to
It's
injuries.
one game.
I know. Listen, I'm just saying.
No, I know.
You know, I'm spitballing here because I don't know. I don't even know if I don't know the IIHF rules off by heart. I'm not that much of a hockey
Right.
nerd. So
Are we soft launching getting rid of the shootout
mm,
like in the NHL?
I don't think they're doing that. No.
Well, then what is the point?
To shorten the overtime. They don't want you playing too much. They don't want you exposed to injuries. That's what I think is going on.
But in these games, it's 5-on-5 overtime.
Mhm.
Then it goes to the shootout, and then the game's decided.
Yep.
And then the gold medal comes around, and we all sort of agree this is basically, I think it might literally be the last event of the Olympics.
Mhm.
All right, yeah, play it, keep going. And then someone scores and it's over.
Yeah. Let me read the rules out for each round just for the people to understand what is happening in this tourney. So in the preliminary round, teams will play a 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime. If nobody scores, we move to a shootout. So the prelims
No
are
problem.
playing like the NHL. You
No
know,
problem.
NHL regular season, how they're doing the prelims. That's okay.
Yep.
I'm fine with that.
A-okay.
An elimination game, so we get to the single knockout tourney. Before the gold medal contest, OT will be 10 minutes, 3-on-3, followed by a shootout. Not a fan.
Yeah.
I don't like that we're deciding elimination games by a shootout, but that's been kind of standard throughout the Olympics, so I can kind of deal with that.
Yeah, it's pretty standard in international play.
Yeah, shootouts are kind of a part of that.
Yeah.
So we do that for the elimination games before the gold medal game. Now we get to the gold medal game. There is no shootout in the gold medal game. If the contest is tied after 60 minutes, the teams will play 3-on-3 overtime in 20-minute periods until a winner is determined.
Yeah, I don't like that.
If we're doing that, have 2 extra guys out there for each team to play 5-on-5.
Yeah, this is
What?
3-on-3 for 20 minutes is like, that's not preventing anything.
Well, that's the thing is like I would say that now looking at that in words, I'm like, oh, that might create injuries.
yes.
These
Yes,
guys
it
are gonna
will.
have to- these guys are gonna have
Yeah.
to fucking wheel for 20 minutes.
I don't understand what they're trying to solve with this.
What did they do with Four Nations, guys? I can't remember.
You
guys remember?
It was 5-on-5.
5-on-5,
5-on-5
Yeah.
because it went to OT.
Even in the round robin?
Round robin, no. Round robin was different.
Okay.
I
can't
they had.
Oh, I think that was 3-on-3 because Canada,
Yeah.
Sweden.
You remember because Sweden didn't they like not lose a game in regulation?
Yeah.
yeah.
They lost to
right.
Canada in OT.
And then they won 1 game in OT. And
Yeah.
Anyways, I like it's we can't change it now. It's what we're stuck with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I really hope the team that wins the gold medal does it in regulation, and we don't have a gold medal decided on somebody deciding to rag the puck back. Oh, he circles back
Yeah.
again. Oh, he circles back again.
Mhm.
And then he breaks out and he scores a goal. I don't want that.
Sidney Crosby with the puck attacks the blue line, curls back to wait for a change.
Oh, he's
like
got-
imagine imagine that butterfly effect.
Like that's the golden goal?
No, thank you.
Well,
No.
you don't have a choice. If it does get you the golden
No.
goal, like as you
Oh
said,
no. To
it's
be
a
clear,
fabulous
if
rule.
Canada wins that way, noble and brilliant.
Yeah. No, we love the rules.
Man, they
all
were
along.
such geniuses.
Yeah.
Attaboy, Gary. Gary, you know who
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, attaboy. I can't get it out.
So yeah, those are the rule changes. Something to look out for.
Steve Dangle here. On the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Things are getting really intense in figure skating, which they're showing during intermission. I don't know, Drew. I kind of want to see what happens here. We should play Go to the Net because I don't actually know who's going on. Deacon Am, thank you very much. I'm gonna mute this so I can actually concentrate. Let's do Go to the Net. I am ready, Drew. Let me just make sure I'm all the way caught up so I can actually see what we're doing. Okay, here we go. Bada bing, Bada boom. Realest guys in the room. Drafted by the Buffalo Sabres. Played for Vegas Golden Knights. Drafted in the top 10. So Eichel would fit into the middle. Let's do Eichel in the middle until we find something else. Sabres. McNabb was a Sabre. Tyler Myers was a Sabre. Tyler Myers was in the top 10. Was he? He might have been. No, he was just outside the top 10. Drafted top 10 is Middlestat top 10. Nolan Patrick was top 10, and he played for Vegas. So top 10 in Vegas, that's going to be Nolan Patrick. Ivan Barbashev, I think, has just played for Vegas. I think drafted top 10 is just going to be Patrick Laine. Drafted by Buffalo Sabres, I think, is just going to be Braden McNabb. Nolan Patrick's in the wrong one. You got to put Patrick in the Golden Knights top 10 one. And then played for the Sabres in the Golden Knights. Oh, shoot. Oh, McNabb is in Sabres Golden Knights. And then I guess the only one left is Myers. I don't know what he was picked overall. So I guess Myers. Yeah. I think we did okay there. We got it? How do we do? 1 minute, 40 seconds. First place was 20. What? First place was 20 seconds? This is a lot of fun, man. Go to the net. You know, there's games like Puck Doku and stuff like that. This should be part of your daily routine if you're a hockey fan. On the Spark app, play Go to the Net. Gosh darn it. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Or we're going to have a problem. Hey. You know what we should do for next game? We should find a way to do a giveaway, because in February of last year, I pre-ordered Julian McKenzie's book. I was also told his publisher is going to send me a copy of his book. By the time I went to Julian's book event, neither had arrived. So I bought a copy of his book, Black Aces, and got him to sign it. The next day on my front porch, there was a box from his publisher of not one, but 5 books. And then the book that I ordered last February arrived. So I have 6 extra copies of Black Aces by Julian McKenzie. How dare you? Drew said, are they all... How dare you? He's making a cards joke. Are they all clubs? What up, 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 up? Shut up. Shut up. I want to give them away. I want to get that book into your hands. It's important. And it's a book my friend wrote. You silly geese. But we got a hockey game to watch right now. Canada takes a 3-1 lead into the third period here in Milano Cortina, and the puck is dropped. 27-16 are the shots for Canada. 3-1 are the goals. 20 minutes for Switzerland to tie it. 2 goals in 1 period. It's doable. It is doable. And if you're Canada, you got to nip this in the bud. Fiala. Canada gets it out. Marner gets it down the ice. That won't be enough for icing. Roman Josi goes and collects. Dennis Malgin left the game in the first period, according to Chris Cuthbert. So Switzerland playing somewhat shorthanded. I say somewhat because they still have 12 forwards, but Dennis Malgin was on their second line. He's supposed to be a big part of their offense. That's a player who I think is, I think he's good enough for the NHL. But He has the option, play in his home country, make a little bank, and be a star over there, right? I think it's more of a grind. Canada working along the half wall. McKinnon creates a turnover. Celebrini dumps it for himself. Won't be enough for icing. So it's 17 chasing 71. Got to watch the hook there on Siegenthaler. Could have got a call there. Celebrini dumps it. Excuse me. Canadian player dumped in the neutral zone. Reinhardt. Oh, takes a spill. And Switzerland dumps it. Logan Thompson, hard around. Pareko. Theodore. Oh, Pade almost gives it away. Gets out of the zone, though. Here come the Swiss again. Little passive from Canada here. Theodore, Pareko. No high stick on Canada there. Wow, Seth Jarvis, what speed! Stopped by Akira Schmid. Wow, I did not know Seth Jarvis had that in the bag. I know he's a great player. I do. He's having a very underrated season in the NHL, but that was explosive. Nasty crossovers from Seth Jarvis. Holy cow. That man's fast. Face off in the O-zone. The Suzuki, Hagel, Wilson line is still together. Jarvis has only played 444 in this game, 8 shifts. Taves on. That's blocked. Swiss do not enter the Canadian zone with possession. They do this time. They turn it over right away. Makar. He's curling around. Taves trying to run a little pick there. Canada dumps it in. Deflected, so no ice. Wilson gets a nice little piece of Yossi there. Yossi keeps going, though. Icing against the Swiss, 17-11 to go in the third. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. Mike Johnston on Twitter posted a photo of 2 beer cups that he dodged in the second period there. That's hilarious. Swiss gain the zone. That's Yossi, who I assume is going to play the whole third period. He's sure along the side of the net. Stone. Good puck protection. Gets it out to Sid. He's got Marner with him. Sid curls back. Leaves it for Marner. Marner curls. A lot of board work from this line. Crosby. It's at the point. Doughty. That's blocked. Marner spilled in the slot. Here comes the Swiss. Partial 3-on-2. They turn it over. Doughty off the glass and out. Marner for Sid. Attacking 2-on-2. Sid shoots. Schmid stops it. Siegenthaler. Marner all over him. Canada getting a partial change in, but they also attack. Here's McKinnon. Misses his pass, so Theodore has to retreat. McKinnon. McDavid. Celebrini driving the net. That's stopped by Schmid. McKinnon. To the point. Sanheim. That's behind the net. Siegenthaler. Sanheim collects it in the neutral zone, and here they come again. McKinnon. I can kind of see why he would keep this line together. Oh, but he flubs it. And McKinnon doesn't even break stride on the back check. Ridiculous. Celebrini. Taves! That goes well wide. Come on, Devin. It's Devon, right? When he misses like that, it's Devin. That wasn't Devon shooting. That was Devin. Yossi! Shot. Yeah, I know. He's usually not the one shooting. Big hit from Turkov. Makar. Oh, what edge work to get out of the zone. He takes the shot as well. Blocker save from Schmid. Oh, big hit. Canada keeps it alive in the ozone. That's Bennett. He's got Reinhart. Reinhart tries to pick the corner. He's stopped by Schmid. Reinhart to the point. It's Harley. It's Doughty. Over 5 minutes gone here in the third. Fiala trying to rag it a little bit while Switzerland changes, and it works pretty well. Here he is. Cross ice pass. Something for Switzerland here. Siegenthaler leaves it for Fiala, who stays on side. It's over. A shot. That's blocked in front. That took a bite out of Harley. Bennett. Down the ice. Jarvis is out there. And now he's going off. Fiala. He's going to play a ton of this third period. Doughty. Harley. Here comes Horvat. Very important third period for the Swiss. Obviously, they're losing. Andrighetto. He's blocked. Swiss couldn't get a hold of the rebound. Good work from Hagel. Obviously, very important for the Swiss because they still have a chance to win this game. But even if they lose, if Canada beats all three teams in their division, there's a good chance the Swiss have the best goal differential out of all the teams that lost to Canada, which could be very important for seeding. Now, here come the Swiss again, off the bar. Wow, they have another chance. They shoot that stop by Thompson. Wilson getting dumped in front of the Canadian net. Wilson doesn't have a helmet. He has to leave. He's got to leave. Get off, Tom. 13-10 to go in the third, sorry. And I believe that's going to be icing against Canada. Wilson, I imagine, wanting a call, but he looks exhausted. Jeez, what a play from Heischer. Great defensive feat from Mark Stone. Celebrini got rocked by Turkov. Wow. 13:05 to go in the third. 31-19 are the shots. Doesn't really feel like it. The Swiss are right in this thing, man. Stone, great forecheck. Little thing king, Mark Stone. Who plays like Animal from the Muppets, though. In front. Taves comes up with it. Will it be Devin or Devon on this shift? Crosby tries to leave it for Marner. Ends up staying with it. Taves over to Makar. Makar finds Marner in the high slot. And they score! Mitch Marner! With the deflection, I believe, from Sid the Kid. Sidney Crosby. Absolutely robbed by Akira Schmid earlier in the game. But he buries this one. Sidney Crosby. 16 years after the golden goal is still potting them in the Olympics. What a pass from Marner and the butt tap celly from Mark Stone. Choo, boop. Marner just along the ice, beauty. And Sid is not going to miss from there. 4-1 Canada lead. The Swiss keep coming. There's still a little room for error here. So Canada beat the Czechs 5-0. My guess, oh boy, here comes Connor McDavid on Jonas Siegenthaler. Stops up, hands it off. That one goes wide. There was a shot from Sanheim. So the Czechs lost by 5 to Canada. I assume France is going to lose by at least that much, but we don't know. It's a mismatch. The Swiss are only down 3, which is big. Obviously, the game between the Czechs and the Swiss is going to be huge. And don't underestimate France, man. They scored 3 goals in under 5 minutes against the Czechs today. They had the lead more than halfway through the game. Jarvis beats out the icing. Bennett on the forecheck. Canada not letting up at all. Bennett. Jarvis. You know, one thing all these players on Canada look is fresh. All these guys are playing less than they usually do. Like almost all of them. Hagel in the offensive zone. He sends it. Doughty off the wall. Wilson has Suzuki with him. The Swiss clear it. Doughty goes after it behind his own net. Niederreiter bumps him. Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Your toll for this chat. You don't have to pay anything for it, but if you could, I would love for you to click like. It costs nothing. It helps us. That's it. That's all. Moser has it behind the Swiss net. Marner, Stone, Crosby is out there again. Thompson stops the dump in. Swiss fire it on. Whoa, little tricky there. Thompson stops it and holds on. Logan Thompson does not have a neck protector, and it bothers me a lot. Does he even have a neck guard? It doesn't look like he does. And those are mandatory at these Olympics. Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. So I haven't been told I can tell you all this, but I also haven't been told that I can't tell you all this. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you. I'm going on a couple flights, and I'm going to be in a town near you. We're promoting Canada Reads, the CBC show I'm on, where I'm championing this book, Searching for Terry Punch-Out by Tyler Hellard. It's the book all Canadians should read this year. That's what I'm doing. I'm on a show that's star-studded. I'm on with friggin' Josh from Blue's Clues, dude. And to promote this, we're going to be doing events. One is March 18th? I believe March 18th. Tyler, text me if I'm wrong. March 18th in Truro, Nova Scotia. I believe home of the Bearcats. Was it the Bearcats? We're going to be in Truro, Nova Scotia. And then on April Fool's Day, but I'm not lying, April 1st, going to be in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So if you want to come to those events, say hi. You should do that. Let me confirm that it's March 18th. It is March 18th. Okay, good. So the event in Truro is March 18th. Swiss put it on through traffic, gobbled up by Logan Thompson. A little under halfway through this third period, the Swiss running out of time. Nathan McKinnon taking the draw. He's got McDavid and Celebrini out there. Ooh, who was that dumped in the Canadian zone? Was that I think that was McKinnon. Jay Sizzle, sweet. Can I rent your house on Airbnb, Steve? No, because my family will still be living here. Who is this Turkov guy? I need to learn more about him. They were just showing him. Any Montreal dates? None as of yet. I don't think there's any plan, but we'll see. Drew said, I don't know who he is, but if he jumps on McCarr's ankle again, was it McCarr or McKinnon? If he jumps on McCarr's ankle, and then Drew said something unkind. Swiss. Oh boy, this is going to be a power play for the Swiss coming up here. As Canada touches up with 9:13 to go in the third. It's a trip. Was that a McDavid? It was on Celebrini. Minor for tripping. Yeah, he does reach out the stick. Yeah, that's a call. That's a call. That's a call. Oh, and they're showing his parents. Don't show his parents. They're sad. Their son's in the box. He is in hockey jail. 9:13 to go in the third. This is a must-score situation for Switzerland if they have any hopes of winning this game. Also helps for goal differential. Canada sends it sailing down the ice. Excuse me. Switzerland, 1 for 2. Yossi hands it off. Here comes Heischer. Hands it off. Bobbled puck by Fiala. Meyer sends it into the corner for Heischer. Meyer. Yossi on. That is blocked. A rebound. Oh, and a stop. Oh, another save from Thompson, and Canada clears it. Yossi. Here he comes again. And a turnover. And a breakaway from Mark Stone. Stone stopped by Schmid, his teammate. His Vegas Golden Knights teammate. I forgot about that little aspect of this game. Now here come the Swiss again. It's Heischer halfway through this penalty. If not for the books, how about an SDPN Live, says Francois Lebel. I won't lie to you. The condensed schedule because of the Olympics might kill us. So next year, maybe. This year has been tough. Fun, but tough. Here comes Riat. Hands it off to the point. Under half a minute to work here for the Swiss in front. Oh, that was a nice pass. Andrighetto. He's been impressive in this game. Down low. Andrighetto gets it back along the right half wall to the point. That's Kukin. Andrighetto one-timer is blocked by Travis Sanheim. 5 seconds to go here. Andrighetto. Kukin on. That goes wide. Penalty is over. Swiss still have it. Andrighetto. That one goes wide. Celebrini trying to race after it. He's got the momentum. Can't catch up to it quite in time. Crosby. McDavid, off the turnover. Wide open net for Nathan McKinnon, who buries it. The Mac attack comes alive after the penalty kill, and Canada takes the 5-1 lead over Switzerland. 6:57 to go in the third. Yeah, Drew saying what we're all thinking. This line cannot be stopped. Do you take a little bit away from the team's depth when you put this line together? Yes. Is there an answer for this line? No. No, you wouldn't see this line in an all-star game. I suppose you could on account of they're all in the West, but like it's stupid. McKinnon wins that face-off off Jaeger. That's down the ice, icing against Canada, 6:47 to go in the third. Skydiving Piggy says, Steve, I'm scared for France. What a dream it is to watch this team. Much love from Mississauga. Oh, you're not like, oh no, we're going to choke against them. You're like, they're going to get mocked. For the for the Cup final, Edmonton versus Montreal. That would be crazy, Francois. And the Swiss put that out of play. Drew pointing out that Connor McDavid has 6 points. He's 2 points away from tying the Canada record for points in an Olympics. Drew, he very realistically could tie and break the record against France on Sunday. J-Max, you've done a tour of the Blue Room, but how about a tour of SDPN HQ? Summer content, also Go Canada Go. It's not a bad idea, honestly. I don't. It's pretty cool. No, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. It's not a bad idea. We are looking for summer content ideas. Oof. Once again, highly recommend looking up this book. Searching for Terry Punch-Out. It is a novel. It is fiction. It is hockey. It is things outside of hockey as well. Small author. I don't know if he's actually small. I haven't met him in person yet. Indie publisher that we would like to make large. SDPN admin. I'm trying to convince them to do Dungeons and Dangles. I'd do it. I don't play D&D either. I'd do it. What's that game where I don't want your damn sheep? Settlers of Catan. I like that. I played that a couple times. Wilson gets it out into the neutral zone. Steve, are you still a Leafs fan? Also, Go Canada. I am usually a fan of a hockey team with a leaf on their chest. Pretty much exclusively. Yossi has it behind his net. That's going to be, they say no, icing against Switzerland. Excuse me. Harley dumps it. Bennett still in there like a bat out of hell. Fiala, Meyer after it. Switzerland's had like a really decent amount of the puck tonight. When do we apologize to other teams? After each game or after we win the last game? Try not to jinx it. Apologize for nothing. Everyone's here to try to win. CBC, Canadian-born Calabresi. That's a good sign. Don't want to go back to cheering for the Leafs, says SLS. Don't worry. We're not there. We're not there yet. Francis says, first things first, go Leafs go and boo the Habs. Sure, man. Jay Fresh tweeted, Mitch loves a big game. That's funny. People have been like, Mitch. And I'm like, I'm cheering for him. Martian. Like, I'm sorry. Do you want me to hope the Canadian Olympic team is exclusively guys I like? That's not how it works. It's not how it's ever worked. As long as you're on Team Canada, I like you. Hooray. Hoorah. Olms, as an Oilers fan, it's normal to cheer for Connor McDavid. I think we take it for granted as an Oilers fan, realizing this watching these games. Yes. Francois Labelle says, click like for the Habs. How dare you? SLS saying USA women's hockey team is up 6-0 against Italy. Shots are 50-5. Should we be signing more goalies out of Italy? Oh my God. Yeah, that doesn't seem fun. Puck goes wide of the Canadian net. A little over 5 minutes to go here. Marner crosses the Swiss line. Marner couldn't hit a streaking Crosby. Now here come the Swiss. 1-on-1. Is that Yossi? It is Yossi. Whoa. Doesn't miss the corner by much on the backhand. Niederreiter. Suter. He's taken down. No call. Andrighetto. Yossi. That's blocked in front. Canada airmails it. Where did it go? It fooled the cameraman. Francis, smash that like button and follow. Yeah. Jarvis dumps it. Celebrini after it. There's McDavid. McKinnon out there. Putting this line out there feels cruel and unusual. Stop by Schmid. McDavid, McKinnon. I assume this is going to be their last shift, but we'll see. Sandheim. Well, that's true. Canada does want number 1 seed overall, and they're competing with probably the US for that. So they got to run it up a little. You're not wrong, Drew. You're not wrong at all. Under 4 minutes to go here. Doughty off the boards, out. Bagel and Wilson battling for it. Harley in his own end. It's just Julia. Summer SDPN could be mostly gaming, co-op chaos. Summer SDPN should also be rest. Depends who you ask. Oh, Hagel creating a turnover here. Hagel, Bagel, Bagel. Bagel has it taken off him by Fiala. Suzuki and Fiala jousting. Fiala. Whoa, reverse hit on Wilson. Wilson's been getting hit a lot in this game. Swiss, they're in front, and we got a call here. And it looks like it's going against the Swiss. Oh, Fiala is down. What happened? Maybe not going against the Swiss. Oh, Fiala, they're calling the trainer. What happened here? 2:50 to go in the third. Oh, no, it's his leg. It's his left leg. Are they calling for the stretcher? Is that what they just did? Oh, no. Is there even a penalty? There might not be. Oh, no, it's a stretcher for Fiala. Oh, yeah. LA is losing their mind right now. This is the number one fear of every NHL owner, Gary Bettman, when it comes to the Olympics. The full crew, hard hats, and everything is on the ice. So Canada watched the video. They're stick tapping them. Mike Johnson saying, I don't know if we're going to want to see it. It's possible CBC doesn't show it. It has to be broken. He's not moving it at all. He seems completely conscious with it, understanding of everything that's going on. The Team Canada player saw it on their monitor. He can't even roll over. So he's on his stomach right now if you can't watch this. And this is a massive blow to the Swiss. You have to assume he will not be back in these Olympics. Someone with a very thick accent just goes, F Tom Wilson. I think the Canadian bench heard it too. But what did he do? See, it happened from the camera view. It happened behind the wall, I believe. Oh, so they're carting Fiala off on his stomach. So they are showing it right now. Did Wilson cut him? Oh, he landed on his leg? No! Oh my God. Oh. Oh. So Wilson laid a hit. It looked fine, I think. Let me rewind. I can actually do that. The hit looks perfectly fine. They got tangled up, but Wilson falls directly butt first onto Fiala's ankle, and it bends 90 degrees at least. And it's hard not to assume the worst. The whole Canadian team is on the ice. They're not even letting him turn onto his back. Oh, that could be high ankle sprain, compound fracture. Oh dear. The whole Canadian team is on the ice to stick tap him. And like there's going to be a lot said about Tom Wilson because he's Tom Wilson, but like the two guys collided and he fell on his leg. If you're someone in attendance, you're probably thinking he was knocked out cold or something. Oh, yeah. Kevin Fiala, surely done for the Olympics. Maybe the season. They're playing the rest of the game? I saw the whole team come off the bench. I wasn't sure. Nino Niederreiter trying to rally the troops on the bench. Like a goal here would be big, right? Puck into the Swiss bench. First time watching the Olympics as a newish Canadian. I'm so damn stoked, says Ridick. See, this is why you should take Bedard, Hyman, and Scheifele. Imagine a Bedard and Celebrini on either 87 or 97's wing, and plug Hyman and McKinnon on the other side. You don't need 4 or 5 defensive centers on this team. This is Jiayu Wang. There's a number of decisions Canada could have made that would have been fine. You know what I mean? Bennett. Canada's still trying their darndest. Bennett in front. That's a one-timer, and it goes wide. I think that was Jarvis. Oh, centered. Jarvis is having a wonderful game, but he's stopped by Schmid again. Bennett at the point. Cycles it. Jarvis. 2:08 to go in the third. That looked bad, man. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Oops. Reinhardt takes a spill. Suzuki. Reinhardt is out there with Hagel and Suzuki. Looks like in place of Tom Wilson. Is Wilson done for the game? Yeah, Mike Johnson pointing out like there's no real good reason to put Tom Wilson out there for the rest of the game. Oh, point blank chance for the Swiss is blocked. In front, steered wide. Something's going on with CBC's audio there. Harley has it. Are they just going to rag the puck? Like Doughty. It's in the neutral zone. Bennett, fourth line, basically playing out the rest of the game here. Andrighetto, Jarvis, Bennett clears it. Horvat after it, battling Yossi. Horvat to Bennett. That's a sharp save from Akira Schmid. Sanheim on. Jarvis couldn't get the deflection on there. Jarvis has had a really good game in limited minutes here. Yossi, he dumps it. 30 seconds to go here. Jarvis collects. Cross ice for Bennett. Jarvis. 20 seconds to go in the third. The Swiss have played a wonderful game in this one. Genuinely. That is a good team. But Canada is dialed at these Olympic Games. The clock winds down, and it'll be a 5-1 Canada victory. They go up 2-0 in the first. The Swiss bring themselves to within 1, and that is as close as they would get. Canada with a 5-1 win, and obviously bit of a damper to end the game. Tom Wilson falling onto the ankle of Kevin Fiala, stretchered off the ice. And my guess is Kevin Fiala's Olympic Games are done. Greg Franklin says, click like, tell all your friends, victory puppies. Absolutely. McKinnon, Celebrini, and McDavid combined for 8 points. Is Wilson part of this handshake line? Surely. There he is. Wilson looks sad. And he's just like, hey man, don't worry about it. At least it was clearly an accident. Yossi and Crosby. I'm sure there's a lot of concern here, man. That's a bummer of a way to end it, man. Good work, all SDPN crew from Francois Lebel. I agree. Big time. Wes Richard gifted 5 SDPN memberships. Thank you. Thank you. Olms, I've always wondered the worst thing to have on your feet with a broken leg is skates. Yeah. How painful is it trying to take your skate off a broken leg? Yeah, Drew's saying they definitely cut it. I think he's probably right. The Canadians look bummed, man. Everyone looks bummed. It's going into the next game is going to be interesting emotionally for both teams. Like, you got to play. You got to play hard your next game. Goofy Goober, Steve, I know you lived in Oshawa. Did you make sure to shower today? Yes. Canada saluting the fans on their way off the ice. Question from Drew. Life on the line. If I had to bet how many points McDavid would have against France. So if I'm wrong, I die. If I say too many, I die. And I can't say 0. But for every point above 0, no, for every point above 1 that I'm correct, I get $1 billion. Three. Safe? 3. I thought about 4. Wow, we were only 1 goal away from you calling the final score, Steve. Oh yeah, I said 6-1. You're right. Great win, Canada. Absolutely. I'm going to turn the feed off now and just focus on the chat. That's a bummer way to end it, man. That's a bummer way to end it. Oh, Punch Drunk Tank, former paramedic here. If the brake is inside the skate or a ski boot and they can't, and they can't cut the boot or skate, they will sedate the patient to take it off the foot. That made me a little faint. I didn't like that. I didn't like reading that. The Nick Rudolph. As a guy who had his leg broken while in skates, they leave it on until you're stable, then cut it off, but he'll probably be in it till hospital. Maroon. Oy. Man. LA, I mean, this is how the Kings are going to look at it. They just loaded up for these playoffs with Artemi Panarin. And Kevin Fiala is a huge part of LA's offense. Adrian Kempe leads the Kings in scoring with 46 points in 56 games. Fiala's right behind him with 40 in 56. He's got 18 goals. He's second on the Kings in points, second on the Kings in assists, second on the Kings in goals. It's a big loss for the Kings. Massive loss for Switzerland. Like, a lot of these countries, they don't have, like, they're great, but they don't have a ton of wiggle room. Like, how do you like Czechia to get a medal? I liked them pretty good. Okay, now take away Pavel Zacha. How do you like Switzerland to get a medal? I think pretty good. What about without Kevin Fiala? You know, that's tough. That's tough. Why do Americans wear shoes in the house? You'd have to ask them. I've never understood that, but I understand having house shoes, I guess, but like, doesn't it rain where you live? Don't you have like dirt? So here's our streaming schedule. We got a packed Valentine's Day. Canada versus Germany tomorrow for the women. I was wondering what W and M stood for. There we go. Also, Sweden versus Slovakia for the men, and USA versus Denmark for the men. So is Adam doing back-to-back streams tomorrow? What a nut job. What a nut job. Sunday, Canada versus France for the men. I will be doing that one. And Adam will be doing USA versus Germany. J-Max, bright side for LA. McMahon's available for a first. If I'm LA, I know I just got Artemi Panarin. I literally stopped loading up. So Adam is doing a 6:10 a.m. stream tomorrow, and then a 3:10 a.m. or not 3:10 p.m. Can you friggin' imagine? 6:10 a.m. and 3:10 p.m. stream. Animal. Who's the guy at SDPN who forced him to do that? Oh, him. Like, what a nut. What a nut. What a nut. Ladies and gentlemen, I suppose I should make a video, huh? Back-to-backs on Valentine's. This guy hates marriage, hey, says Reed. On that note, that is it for the stream. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like the stream. Click subscribe if you really like to. Tell all your friends. I'm about to make a post-game video, CFR, and to answer Brett's question, how many points for McDavid next game, bud? I am planting my flag in the earth 3.